shock absorbers. The most over-engineered part on this buggy. And what happens to the original ones, the RTR ones, is there are foam washers in it that disintegrate like these ones have, and they go like these ones have, and they go everywhere. They block up all the holes, and they're a mess. So what I'm going to do is get rid of all these washers. Whether that's a good thing to do or not, I don't know, but I'll soon find out. So give it a good old wash. The best way to do this, if you got it, is use an air compressor. That'll get all that out there in no time. But if you haven't, just relax, put your feet up, have a cup of coffee, and just work at it slowly. So I've just taken out and cleaned out all of the foam washer stuff. It had actually disintegrated. So put that back together. Next part will be this little thing here. Now this is the over-engineered part, but they do work well. Pull this part here off. You'll probably find, like mine, there's a lot of gunk in there. That's the leftover washer. Now I've also bought new shock shafts for this. They are HPI. I haven't hopped a lot of this up. I know they'll bend quite easy, and there are better ones out there. But that dad needs to get his butt in his workshop and start making some more, because they all seem to be sold out. So you see a series of holes now in there. That's it, and that's it. They go from small holes to big holes. These small holes will make your suspension softer, and these, no, the small holes will make them harder, the big holes will make them softer. These holes in here should line up with whatever holes you want to use for whatever suspension you want. I'll choose the middle, not the smallest and not the biggest. So you line those holes up with the hole you want. There. Right, let's start the rebuild. First, and most importantly, put your boot on first. Sort it, turn it inside out to get it well out of the way. The little washer goes on the end. No, it doesn't, idiot. This part goes on next. Like so. Then the little washer on the end. Sit it in the groove, give it a good click. Then your preset dampener thingamabob goes on like that. Little washer. Come here, little washer. Like so. Then the little nylock nut. Righty-hoo. Next we need to do, pop that in. Nope, 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 nope. This part needs to go on now. Make sure there's no debris clogging it. Pop that on top. Screw cap. Now this is where HPI exceed themselves in their tooling department. This little tool goes on there, and the wheel nut tool goes on there, and you tighten that up. Use 20 weight shock oil. Just pour it in until you get up to the thread. All of this is explained in the manual. Probably a heap better than I'm explaining it too. Right up to where the thread on the inside starts. And then drop it down. It is going to leak out. So have a towel or something underneath of it. But you want to get this all the way down to the bottom and screw it up. Screw it, nip it up hand tight-ish. Right, tip it upside down. Pump it 10 times. Squelch. Anyways, tip it up the other way and unscrew this thing again until you see this little gap. So that little line that goes down there on the inside of that thread. Only make sure 2 millimeters of that line is showing. Slowly push this down. You'll see a lot of air bubbles spewing out of there. Stop it there, about 10 centimeters from the top. Millimeters, sorry. And screw it down. Screw it up. That's the hard part of your shocks done. Now you've got to peel this back over, like you're peeling your foreskin back. Peel it back like that. Make sure that part of the boot is seated properly. Don't want any grit getting in there. And also seated on that little part. Easy. Spring goes on there. Spacer on there. Next spring goes on there. Pull it back like your foreskin. Pop the stop cap or whatever it's called on there. Done.